In 1945, millions of young servicemen were returning home from World War II. On December 5th of that year, a group of dedicated hockey men got together in Windsor, Ontario, and in a meeting that lasted 3 hours at the Norton Palmer Hotel, the International Hockey League was born. The inaugural season saw 4 teams play 15 games, with 2 teams based in Detroit and 2 in Windsor. The very first Turner Cup, the IHL's championship trophy presented annually to the playoff champion, went to the Detroit Auto Club team. The 1940s saw the league's popularity continue to grow, though each season saw movement in teams, with a high of 11 in 1948 and a drop-off to just 5 in 1949. The 50s ushered in a sense of stability. The Fort Wayne Comets joined the league in 1952 and remain today as the league's oldest and steadiest club. That same year saw the demise of the IHL's last Canadian team, the Chatham Maroons, making the IHL all-American based. The Cincinnati Mohawks joined the IHL in 1952 and went on to win a record 5 consecutive Turner Cups from 53 to 57. Len Thornton, the all-time leading IHL scorer, began his career in 1956 with the Indianapolis Chiefs. In 13 stellar seasons, Thornton scored 479 goals and 898 assists. The league remained relatively stable through the 60s and 70s, and in 1980, the IHL expanded to its current schedule of 82 games per team. The unique tiebreaker shootout format to decide games tied at the end of overtime was adopted in 1986. This has added even more excitement to the game, as there are no ties in IHL games. The 1990s has brought continued growth. Lumberjacks to the league this year, the IHL is firmly positioned in major markets from Atlanta to San Diego. Last year's attendance was over 2.5 million and looks to break the 3 million mark this year. 8 of the 12 teams are the top affiliates of NHL clubs. And the IHL has truly become an international league. With the demise of the Soviet Union, there has been a flood of Russian and European players into the league. Last year, the San Diego Gulls acquired winger Dmitry Kvartnov, and he promptly won the IHL's MVP and Rookie of the Year awards, having scored 60 goals and 118 points. He was the top draft choice of the Boston Bruins and is now one of their leading scorers. And just to drop a couple of other names, U.S. Olympic goaltender Ray LeBlanc and the Unified Team's gold medal-winning goaltender Mikhail Shtelenkov are 2 more headliners on IHL rosters. The International Hockey League has come a long way from its beginnings in 1945. The IHL is one of the premier professional hockey leagues and has a bright future ahead.